After every trip that I do or after every travel series that I make on YouTube, I have planned to post a video dedicated to the exact itinerary that I followed in that trip along with the exact costs that I had to bear. So if you find that interesting, hit the like button over there, and if you haven't watched my sea travel series yet, the Love for Ooty series, the link is up here. Go and watch it. It's really awesome trip. Really awesome travel series, and in order not to miss such an exciting videos, hit the subscribe button along with the bell notification so that you get notified each time I come up with an interesting video as this one. So I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. Welcome to Unwrap Zindagi, and let's begin. So my plan was to go to Bengaluru from Kolkata. I stay in Kolkata, so from Kolkata to Bengaluru by flight and then road trip to Ooty. That was the plan. So the day one started on 4th of October 2019, and I took a flight from here from Kolkata to Bengaluru, and the exact cost for a single traveler on a round trip from Kolkata to Bengaluru to back to Kolkata was around 11,866. This was the exact cost. Now the prices were a bit on the higher side because I traveled during the Durga Puja season, during the peak season, and prices were very high. So leaving that aside, I reached Bangalore, and then from there I went to Electronic City on 4th of October itself, and I stayed for the night at a PG. My friend stayed there, stayed at that PG, so he had made all the arrangements for me. So the cab took me from the airport to that PG in Electronic City. The cab took about 900 something. Okay, and tolls that I had to went through was two tolls. There were two tolls, and it will be around 150. Yeah, so 150 was for tolls, and the PG that I stayed in for the night was 350 along with the dinner cost. So for 350 I stayed the night at the PG, and also I had the dinner over there. So now the next day begins, day 2. I have written the exact itinerary over here so that I don't miss out on anything. So the second day was 5th of October, and I checked out from the PG at about 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, and I took a rental cab, you can say, yeah, rental cab for 2 days, and I went to the road, through the road trip to Ooty. So the cab service took around 10 rupees, not around, exactly 10 rupees per kilometer, and you can find a lot of travel agencies over the net, and you can find even cheaper than this one also. So I contacted with 3 or more travelers over the net, and this one found to be a bit cheaper. You can find even more cheaper than this one. So do your research on that. And the breakfast that I did was prior to a Bandipur forest. Now what is Bandipur forest? When you are going to Ooty from Bengaluru, from Mysore, whatever, from Bengaluru it crosses Mysore, then it crosses 2 forests, and then it reaches Ooty. That is the whole the road map. So before that forest, that is the Bandipur forest and the Muthumalai forest. So before Bandipur forest, like 4 or 3 kilometers prior to that, I had my breakfast. It took me about 40 rupees for the breakfast, and after that I entered the Bandipur forest, and the road trip inside the forest is just mesmerizing. It's really awesome. Very nice. So after crossing the 2 forests, Bandipur and the Muthumalai forest, I visited the first viewpoint, that was the Needle Rock viewpoint. Now this was one of the best viewpoints in my whole trip, and it was also the cheapest because the ticket costs are just 10 rupees for a single person. Keep that in mind. The date on which I'm making this video, the prices can vary on a different date on future. It can vary, okay? So don't think that this is gonna remain the same throughout. Okay, so it just took 10 rupees, and there were no camera charges, and along with that there were no parking charges. The cars were parked along the road over there, and it was the cheapest. And if you're gonna ask me how much I'm gonna rate it over 5 among the viewpoints, like how beautiful it is, then I'm gonna rate it 5. It was so beautiful. Then from there I went to Piker Falls, and also the ticket cost over there was 10 rupees, and still camera charges were 20 rupees, and video camera charges were 50 rupees. So camera charges a bit costly in viewpoints, so you have nothing to do, but still you have something to do that I did. I'll be talking about that just a moment. So now if you ask me to rate Piker Falls out of 5, then I'll be rating it 2. The reason is that's not that beautiful. Being a viewpoint where people are paying to visit that place, it was not that worth it, because it was a very ordinary kind of fall. So I'll be rating it 2. So after that, there was a boat house, Piker boat house. So I personally didn't go there because I was not feeling to boat at that time. Because I was a solo traveler, so I didn't feel like boating on a single boat. It's of no fun actually, right? So I didn't go there. Sorry for that. Then after that, I went to a very beautiful place, that was quite similar to Switzerland. The name is Cinema Shooting Point. Many people call it in a different way. Someone says cinema spot, someone says shooting spot. I call it cinema shooting point. Okay, so the cinema shooting point was 30 rupees for one person, and the video camera charges were the highest over here. It was 100 rupees, and still camera charges were 20 rupees, and small camera charges, like you can say point and shoot or something like that, were like 30 rupees. So now what I did was, just a tip for you also, if you really love making videos with your DSLR, then it becomes very problematic. So what I did was, I never told anyone that I record videos with my DSLR. So what I told them was, I use my DSLR to click still pictures, and I had my GoPro, so I use it to make videos. This is what I told them. Now GoPro was very small in size, and people are not that much aware of GoPros. So for still camera, for my DSLR, she took 20 rupees, and for my GoPro, since it was a small camera, she took 30 rupees. So in all, 50 rupees. In 50 rupees, I had 2 cameras, and I had the work done. So that's a tip for you. If you like it, hit the like button over there. So after that, I went to a restaurant to have my lunch, and it was a very big and luxurious restaurant. It costed me around 336 rupees for one plate of rice and 1 plate of paneer butter masala. Maybe I had taken, I can't remember, or maybe some salads also. So it was like 336. And after that, the hotel that I stayed in for the night was 1450 for one night, including the breakfast for the next day. So after that, I had the dinner at a nearby mess or small dhaba, you can say. It just took me 90 rupees for 1 plate of fried rice and 2 plates of egg curry. So it was very cost effective. Now starts the day 3, that is 6th of October. So as I told you, the breakfast was free for that day. The first viewpoint, not viewpoint actually, it's a garden that I went to, was the Rose Garden. Now Rose Garden was very expensive. So it was 50 rupees per person and 30 rupees for still camera and 40 rupees for parking. And one more thing I missed out, the Piker Falls and the cinema shooting point. In both the places, there were no parking charges. But what happens is that in cinema shooting point, they take parking charges. But fortunately enough, at the time I went, there were no one taking care of that parking place, so we didn't have to pay for the parking. Otherwise you will have to pay in the cinema shooting point. And in Piker Falls, the cars were parked along the road, so there were no parking charges. So the next place that I went to was a factory, the tea factory and the tea museum. Along with that, it also had a chocolate factory. So this was a very nice place, and the ticket cost to enter that factory was just 10 rupees, no camera charges, nothing. So that was a really nice place. Now I went to the botanical garden. Now this was a very nice place, totally filled with lush greenery, and you're gonna love that place. It's a very nice place. It's a very big area. Maybe you can't explore. I was not able to explore the whole of it, just a part of it. So the cost over here per person is 60 rupees. Still camera charges 30 rupees. So, and along with that, the parking charges are the highest over here. It's 80 rupees. So this one was the costliest in all. So from there, I went to another viewpoint, which I was not able to visit on day 2 because I was very hungry and I was going mad. So the place was Pine Forest. This is a very nice place. You can go. The place is a bit unsafe with respect to the roads. I mean, the Pine Forest is very stepped down. So, and also there are no steps. So if you are not careful while you're walking down, then you might fall. So be careful while you're in the Pine Forest, climbing up or down, whatever be it, be careful. So the per person cost in Pine Forest is 20 rupees, still camera 20, and there were no parking charges because the cars were parked along the roadside. So whenever you're parking your car along the roadside, high chances that there are no parking charges. Okay. So my plan for day 3 or 6th of October was that after visiting this amount of places, I'll be going back to Bangalore and staying there for the night at one of my relatives' place, and I'll be exploring Bangalore the next day. Now, that was a very bad decision. I will tell you why. Just be in the video. So the lunch charge on day 3 was around 336. The same, I had a plate of rice and then some chicken stuffs and something like that. And I don't remember the restaurant name, I'm sorry about that. So it was 336 again, and then there were no dinner costs because I stayed at my relative's place, so there were no costs anymore for my staying actually, and also for my food for the next day also. Now the cab service. Now there's the most important part is that cab service. So the distance from Bangalore to Ooty is somewhat around 300 kilometers. Okay, so I had to go to Ooty and then return back to Bangalore. It was 600 obviously, and since I visited some of the places inside Ooty, so it was somewhere around 615 to 645. I just can't remember the exact kilometer. So it was between 615 to 645 kilometers within 2 days. Yeah, and for 1 kilometer it was 10 rupees, so the total charge was 6,150 rupees or 6,450 rupees, I can't remember that. So this was a very cheap option because other companies were going very high, like 12 rupees per kilometer or 11 rupees per kilometer, something like that. So along with that, the driver charges are extra, 300 per day, and if you are asking him to drive in the midnight, like after 10 p.m. in the night, then he will be charging 300 extra. So it actually depends from different companies, so you can do your own research and go for the cheapest option. Don't rely on me. Why I'm saying that my decision to explore Bangalore was a very bad decision. The reason is I thought to explore Tipu Sultan Summer Palace. I thought to explore Commercial Street. I thought to explore maybe the botanical garden over there. I was not sure about the botanical garden, but these are the number of places I had in my mind that okay, I'm gonna go there and enjoy my day. But as soon as I went to Tipu Sultan Palace, Summer Palace, I was just shocked. Like, what is this, man? I was like blank. It was such a small structure. Your house is bigger than that. Now, okay, palace can be a small palace. Okay, fine. I totally agree with that. But the thing is that they were taking ticket charges 25 rupees for one person, then camera charges are also 25 rupees. Now the thing was that the people guarding that place, or the people who are sitting inside the palace to be being a guard over there or being a guide over there, they had no idea like what this place was meant for, what Tipu Sultan did in this place, or what are these pictures meant for. Like, they had no idea. I asked them, they say, "Mujhe nahi pata. I don't know. We don't know." So that was very disappointing, and I had nothing to explore in the Tipu Sultan Palace. The clip is just here.
तो भैया यहाँ पे क्या होता था, कुछ पता है किसी को? सर यहाँ वीडियो लेना मैंने, फोटो ले सकते हैं, फोटो ले सकते, वीडियो लेना। ओके ओके, हाँ वो तो आपको देखो, आपका वीडियो कैमरा का अलग से। हाँ हाँ, कर क्या है? हाँ तो आपको पता ही है, मतलब यहाँ पे एक्चुअली होता क्या था, नहीं पता ना? किसी को नहीं पता। No one knows. We're just in charge.
सच बता रहा हूँ, this has been my worst experience at any of the historical places. मतलब क्या है यहाँ पे, कुछ नहीं है, बस एक सीढ़ी है, ऊपर चढ़ो, ऊपर कुछ नहीं, नीचे से जाओ, एक रूम आएगा, क्रॉस करो, सेम स्ट्रक्चर एज दिस वन, बस पैलेस ख़त्म। और किसी को पूछो, किसी को कुछ नहीं पता कि यहाँ पे एक्चुअली होता क्या था, कहाँ पे क्या होता था। समर पैलेस नाम दे दिया, 2 रूम है बस, और आधे रूम तो रेस्ट्रिक्टेड है, और वहीं पे यहाँ 25-25 रुपये ले रहे हैं वीडियो कैमरा के लिए, 25 ले रहे हैं, फिर भी कह रहे हैं कि वीडियो नहीं कर सकते, ये नहीं कर सकते, वो नहीं कर सकते। फालतू, प्लीज़ डोंट कम हियर। माय पर्सनल रिकमेंडेशन, मत आओ। So you saw the video, right? It was not at all worth it to visit there. There was nothing to see actually. Then I went to Commercial Street. It was very crowded and I was not feeling it, you know. I felt like I lost the day. I was not enjoying myself. So whatever be it, the next day I had the flight back to Kolkata, and that was the end of my first trip, and that too a solo trip. It was a very nice trip. But if you guys know some places in Bengaluru that is worth visiting, do let me know in the comment section below. And remember, don't take names of Lal Bagh Park or Kaban Park, because I'm not interested in visiting parks. If you have some viewpoints, really amazing viewpoints that mesmerizes me or anyone in this world, then please do let me know about that. Thank you for watching this video, and if you really like this concept of sharing my exact itinerary along with the exact cost that I went through after making my travel series, then please do share this video among your circles, among your travel groups, so that they also come to know how cost effective this is. And trust me, Ooty is a very nice location to visit, and you're gonna remember that place for a very long time if you go there. It's a very nice place. And thank you for watching this video. Do let me know your thoughts or your doubts in the comment section below. I'll be really happy to answer them. And share this video, subscribe to my channel for such interesting videos, and so that you don't miss any of the latest videos, hit the bell icon also. And till the time I upload my next video, stay happy, stay blessed, and keep watching this beautiful channel, Unwrap Zindagi. And if you want to see some sneak peeks or some small updates that are not given usually in the YouTube videos, then do follow me on Instagram. The link is over here.